Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to Tony D's music channel. And today I want to talk more about one of the best albums by Alan Parsons project, Ammonia Avenue, from 1984, their seventh album. It was number 15 on the USA album charts. Now, first of all, let me tell you about that title and where it came from. Ammonia Avenue, the title, came from a meeting that Eric Wolfson had with a man named John Harvey, the chairman of the giant British chemical company ICI. He invited Eric Wolfson to visit the ICI plant in Billingham in north of England, as he had an idea that it might provide some musical inspiration. The album artwork tells us what happened next. The first thing he saw when he drove into this enormous complex was a long street with no trees and no people, but miles of pipe and a sign that said Ammonia Avenue. He was struck by the phrase, he said. And on the back of this, you can see that photo a little bit. And yeah, that's kind of what this album cover photo is supposed to be, Ammonia Avenue. Obviously, that means Ammonia Avenue means, it causes diseases that give you ammonia. It's a really weird, dystopian, bizarre phrase. And it leads into the title song on the album, the last one. But that I'll mention that a bit later. That song at the end. It wasn't until 2018 or so that I first got this album on CD. And I will say, it took me a long time to really embrace all of this album. Because obviously, the two hit songs on the album, Prime Time and Don't Answer Me, those are easy to love songs. It's easy to love the hit songs on an album. The real test of a great album and how much you love the album is, do you love the deep cuts as well? And I do think it's just a strong album consistently all the way through. But I will say, if you're going to make me rank the albums, I do prefer Eye in the Sky much more than this album. But it's close. It's a bit close. But first of all, the album starts off with a classic hit song by them, a great rock song, Prime Time, with Eric Wolfson as the lead vocalist, who of course wrote it. And I love these lyrics so much. I sang this at karaoke a while ago. Even the longest night won't last forever, but too many hopes and dreams won't see the light, and all of the plans I make won't come together. Something in the air, something in the air, maybe for the only time in my life. Something in the air, turning me around and guiding me right. And it's a prime time. It's gonna be my time tonight. Maybe the stars were right. I had a premonition. It's gonna be my turn tonight. Gonna be my turn tonight. Well, even the brightest star won't shine forever, but all of the hands I play are working out right. And every move I make feels like a winner. Something in the air, turning me around and guiding me right. It's a prime time. I love that this song starts off with a little bit of dreamy, eerie guitar chords from Ian Burnson. And it's absolutely a stunning song. It's a really fun song to sing at any karaoke bar if they have that. It was one of the hit singles from the album. And then we get to another fantastic song from Lenny Zekatek, who's been with the band ever since iRobot, called Let Me Go Home. Let me read those lyrics here. Wait until the sun goes down. Shadows walk in the night, living in a fantasy, in and out of dreams. Nothing is the way it seems. Let me go home. I had a bad night, leave me alone. Let me go home. I've had a hard time being on my own. Every way I turn my eyes, shadows pass in the night. Haunted by reality, living out of dreams. Nothing is the way it seems. I'm waiting till the sun goes down. Shadows talk in the night. Excellent song. Excellent vocals from him. Excellent vocals. I really love this song. And I was saying before that I think Eye in the Sky, the album, is sort of a concept album about some dystopian world that's gone wrong. But I'm not really sure that this album follows that theme. I'm not sure there is a theme on this album here. You could say they're just a bunch of songs strung together with no consistent theme to them. It's possible that these songs are also about a dystopian world gone wrong. Some of them, maybe. It was in 1984, the year of dystopia. Now, Eric Wolfson does a fantastic job on the third track on here, One Good Reason. Give me one good reason why I'm listening to you. What you want me to. Give me some air I can't breathe. I can't see, so I can't believe. Show me just a little more. Give me one. I keep making the same mistake. No win, no lose. No give and no take. I'm just playing a simple game and I don't want to ask you again and again. For one good reason. Give me one good reason why I'm listening to you. What you want me to. Pull the string in your hand. See, this is why I say this album, it's fantastic. It's great. But I don't rank it as high as Eye in the Sky. They're really great songs, but Eye in the Sky has songs that are political, has songs that have depth to them. I don't hear the same depth in all of these. But this next song is a beautiful, beautiful ballad, achingly beautiful, sung by Chris Rainbow, who does gorgeous vocals, called Since the Last Goodbye. And ironically, it's mostly a song on acoustic guitar, a 12-string acoustic guitar. The hours, the minutes seem to fly, and since the last goodbye, you and I came a long way. The nights, too short to fill with sleep or falling in too deep, seem so far away now. Memories, all we shared between us, everything we were, all that we remain, but memories somehow came between us, breaking up two minds that were one and the same. The years are moments passing by. You and I went the wrong way, the days too short to fill with dreams, or question what it means, are a part of me now. Remember, all the leaves were falling, walking hand in hand, standing in the rain. Remember distant voices calling, whispers in the park. I can't hear them again. Since the last goodbye, it's all the wrong way around. It's all the wrong way. Achingly beautiful vocals. And then, of course, we get to the second hit single from the album, Don't Answer Me. Now, Alan Parsons never really stated that he has a particular influence as a producer / arranger, but on this song, it really does sound like he was emulating Phil Spector and his production style, known as the wall of sound. Don't Answer Me just sounds like it was heavily produced and awash with a lot of instruments going on. And by the way, I will say, since it was the 80s, there's a really cool music video to go with this song. But Don't Answer Me is a very strange song. I don't really know what the lyrics are about. If you believe in the power of magic, I can change your mind. And if you need to believe in someone, turn and look behind. When we lived in a dream world, clouds got in the way. We gave it up in a moment of madness and threw it all away. Don't answer me. Don't break the silence. Don't let me win. Don't answer me. Stay on your island, don't let me in. Run away and hide from everyone. Can you change the things we've said and done? It ain't enough that we meet as strangers, I can't set you free. So will you turn your back forever, oh, on what you mean to me? Don't break the silence, don't let me win. Stay on your island, don't let me in. You know, I do have one theory about what this song could mean. It could, it sounds like it's possibly about a couple that's drifted apart and maybe they want to turn back time and change everything that happened in their marriage. I don't know. I don't really know what the song is about. Obviously, it's invoking magic, one of Alan Parsons' big interests. But again, it doesn't really matter what it's about. It doesn't matter. The words are beautiful without having a profound meaning. And Eric Wolfson just slayed the vocals and slayed the song. And then we get to other songs that I don't really know what they're about. Although, I kind of do. I really like the next one called Dancing on a High Wire. Lead vocals from Colin Blunstone, formerly of the Zombies. It's mostly all about opposites and people that are different what they're meeting. You know, sort of like all of the opposites named in the song Old Brown Shoe from the Beatles. Living in a different reality, we're towing the same line. We give in, we call it neutrality. A joke with no punchline. The silver-plate hero meets the golden-hearted whore. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. The odds will give you 0. She'll be leaving in a few days. Moving on forever. Maybe she don't care. Holding on together. Maybe it just ain't there. You're dancing on a high wire. You need to be so sure. There used to be a lifeline. There isn't anymore. We are the same with no similarity. We talk at the same time, believe in freedom and charity, as long as I got mine. The ivory Madonna is walking through the door. You watch her from a window, it doesn't matter anymore. Moving on together, maybe she don't care. You're dancing on a high wire, you need to be so sure. Again, I don't know what these lyrics are all about. Maybe it's just about someone who's unsure if he loves someone, unsure if he likes her. We don't really know. But the important thing is, Colin Blunstone just does a fantastic job on the vocals, and I really like Stuart Elliott on drums in the song. Yeah, he's excellent on all these songs on drums. I really love his drumming on Prime Time and all these songs. Next up is another one from the great vocalist Lenny Zekatek. You Don't Believe. My eyes with your vision, my choice but always your decision. My play with your direction. Well, it's my lead but your connection. My words, your expression, my land, always your possession. But when I look into your eyes, you don't believe me. I can see in your eyes, you don't believe. In both sides of a mirror, you really know you got a hold on me. And the face you're looking into is both sides of a window. Any way you look, you see through me. My fame, your reflection. My weakness, always your protection. Well, it's my terms and your condition. And they're my tunes, but your compositions. And the face I see before me is both sides of a mirror. I'm not copying it right, but Lenny Zekatek does an astounding job on these vocals. He sings it with this sort of soulfulness that only he can do. But when I look into your eyes, you don't believe me. My expense is always your deduction. My song, but your production. And it's got a really cool keyboard riff going. Very cool sound from the Fairlight programming. The synthesizer they use. And then we come to a instrumental track just called Pipeline, which makes sense because, like I said, the title of this album was based on a real street in London full of nothing but pipes. I really like instrumentals on pop rock music. And this one is quite good. It paints a picture in your head. If you have an imagination, instrumental songs are fantastic. This one is really cool. It has these great strings. Oh, yeah. I just want to look here. Yes, the Philharmonic Orchestra was on this song. Yes. Gorgeous. I love a great orchestra. Anyway, let's get to the epic ballad at the end. The title song, Ammonia Avenue. Once again, lead vocals by Eric Wolfson, who was the lyricist on all these songs. He's fantastic. Is there no sign of light as we stand in the darkness? Watching the sun arise, there's no sign of life as we gaze at the waters, into the stranger's eyes. And who are we to criticize or scorn the things that they do? For we shall seek and we shall find Ammonia Avenue. If we call for the proof and question the answers, only doubt will grow. Blind to the truth or sign to believe in, only the wise will know. And word by word they handed down the light that shines today, and those who came at first to scoff remain behind to play. When you can't hear the rhyme and you can't see the reason, why should the hope remain? For a man will be tired and his soul grow weary, living his life in vain. And stone by stone they built it high until the sun broke through, a ray of hope, a shining light. Ammonia Avenue. The way Eric Wolfson sings that is just so beautiful. And I think it's very epic, very fitting into the album. Yeah. Eric Wolfson's family, his daughters and his wife, just spoke so lovingly about how committed he was to writing lyrics, that he would just agonize over his lyrics and write all the time whenever anything came to him. It's beautiful. It's just too bad he passed away in 2009. So that's the album. That's Ammonia Avenue, 7th album from Alan Parsons' project in 1984. An ironic, fitting year for that. All that dystopia. Maybe, maybe not. And, yeah, isn't that a fascinating story about Ammonia Avenue being a real street in London? Nothing but big pipes. So I think it's an excellent album. I love the singing on here from Winnie Zegatek and Eric Wolfson and Colin Blunstone and Chris Rainbow. Stuart Elliott does some really cool things with his drums on these songs. And yeah, the keyboards and the synthesizers are so cool on here. So yeah, that's I wanted to share my thoughts with you on Ammonia Avenue. The single, Don't Answer Me, was number 15 on the charts. Again, it's fantastic for a band who didn't play live, didn't go out on TV, didn't do radio interviews at all. Nothing. Fantastic stuff. And I have seen them live 4 times, And yes, they did play the 2 hits from this album. It was amazing. Thank you so much for watching. And leave a comment below with your thoughts. Thank you so much.